and we're it's like, and we're back, and we've missed something. Of course, we've missed something. Well, we know we've missed something, but we missed something that I was trying to do. I was trying to measure footprints, and apparently that's what you're supposed to do. I just missed my chance to do that. It's kind of frustrating, really, when it's like, that's what I've been trying to do, but no, that's what I was supposed to do. Yeah, I think sometimes this game just doesn't like my mouse or me, so it ignores me when like I'm trying to click him to go that way. No, ignored. Nope. Sherlock. Get going. Yeah, keep going. Let me go this way. I'm sure there's a way that is meant to put on auto run, but I can't figure it out what it's supposed to be. It's kind of annoying. It would just speed up the moving, though I do quite appreciate the walking around at a sedentary pace, especially indoors. It kind of fits the character a bit more. But yeah, in here there should be some footprints that we can measure. I think it makes sense. It's like, oh, it's Sherlock Holmes, I should burn this evidence. There we are.
Footsteps, size 10. I should leave this forest and join Watson at Sherringbgford Hall.
No, I can't. So we've got to go back out of the whole thing. Because here you can't get it. Alright. I think I might just get to Sherringbgford Hall. You'll find out if I've done that. Because if I choose to, we will now be at Sherringbgford Hall now. Otherwise I'm just rambling on. And you can still hear me. Oh, lucky you. What do you say? I'm running through a forest. I don't get what's the point of having... I mean, I guess the plot is he sees me and thinks, oh, maybe this is someone trying to find out my stuff. I should burn it. Just so... Because I've written a threatening letter to this guy who's been killed. Maybe I should hide it and burn it and other stuff. But we've not seen him yet, so keep going. Ugh. Right, to Baker Street.
Let us return to Sherringbgford Hall.
I see. So he goes to Baker Street to get changed. Aha! Makes sense. Cool. Yeah. To Sherringbgford Hall. Oh, and Watson gets his own scene, does he? Cool.
Oh, Dr. Watson. Beg pardon for imposing on you, but I must get a message to Inspector Lestrade, and...
He is just inside, and I am sure that he would be most eager to assist you.
I mean, arrest you. Assist you.
It would be better if he would hear this from you rather than myself. The present situation requires me to be elsewhere. Please be good enough to tell Inspector Lestrade that I renounce any rights to the succession. Also, I will not be at my offices. I would not wish him to waste time looking for me there. Goodbye, and I thank you for your kind assistance, Dr. Watson.
That's interesting. I mean, I kind of get why he's doing that, because it's kind of like, oh, I'm giving up the only thing that's possibly a motive for me.
I was upstairs and I could have sworn I just saw that blasted scoundrel Grimble through the window.
Yes, you are right. But you have no chance of catching him now. He has run away as if the very devil himself were after him.
He can run?
It is not the devil that's after him, but myself. He would fare better if it were the devil on his trail.
I doubt that.
He gave me a message for you, Lestrade. He said he renounces any rights to the succession.
What do you say? This is astonishing news. This will not prevent me from finding him. I want to know how it so happens that a dead man is found in a building to which only Grimble is known to possess the keys. By the way, where is our great detective? Oh, here he comes now.
Phase through the door.
Hello, gentlemen. What were you discussing?
Grimble has renounced all possible rights to the succession of Bromsby Enterprises.
But that does nothing to alter the fact that he is the ideal guilty party. Sir Bromsby had very important news that he intended to announce on the day of his death. What if this surprise news was the ouster of Grimble and Bromsby's intent to name his own daughter to succeed him? Do you think something otherwise, Holmes?
Yes.
No, it is nothing. May I ask you a question, Lestrade? Would it be
really
possible
weird
to
to
keep
say that.
this new information about Grimble from Miss Bromsby, but for a few days?
It's a deuced odd request, but I presume that you must have your reasons. I will do my best to keep this information private till the day after tomorrow.
Thank you, Lestrade. By the way, I would like to speak with Miss Bromsby. Where can I find her?
I do believe she's with her faithful knight in her sitting room. This gentleman never, so to speak, leaves her side. If this story spares them any further pain, no doubt they will soon be renowned as the most beautiful couple in London. I am trying not to think about it, but my heart feels heavy that I may have been an instrument of their sorrow.
By the way, my brother Mycroft has answered one of my letters, and his information seems to be most interesting.
Yay,
you can look
Mycroft.
at it if you would like. I have had a copy made for you.
Do you have one made for us? Kalidasar Abyss.
Dear Sherlock, with time of the essence, here's the information I managed to gather. W&G Company was founded by Joseph Grimble and his partner Raymond Waters. The majority of the capital was provided by Waters, who was the son of a wealthy shipowner. When J. Grimble died in 1886, his shares passed, according to his will, to his partner, Mr. Waters. The business of the Kalidasar Abyss is one that we as British people are loath to remember.
He's turning into Winston Churchill.
In the entire history of colonization, with an S, we have played falsely with the image we claim for ourselves. The truth of this murky business is still protected by the military authorities, so I possess but a small portion of the facts in this matter. Because of the Kalidasar Abyss, the supply convoys of the garrison from the northwest of Bombay had to make long detours. A decision was reached to construct a bridge over this abyss. The construction was entrusted to a contractor who enjoyed strong support within the military echelons, a Mr. Melvin Bromsby. Bromsby committed to perform this task in a time frame that many specialists considered extremely ambitious, given the difficulties associated with the location and other practicalities. The abyss was situated in the middle of a jungle, located in a distant and isolated place. A battalion was assigned to assure the security of the construction efforts that would take several months. One of the officers from this battalion was Captain Lowry.
Spelling error.
From the beginning, nothing went right with the project. They talk of how poor the soil proved to be and recurring accidents. The remains from ritual sacrifices were found at the bottom of the abyss, which caused fear in the superstitious Hindu workers.
Well, I suppose if you stare into the abyss will stare into you.
There was also the presence of a man-eating tiger nearby and other exotic mysteries. Thus, in the next few weeks, the construction suffered considerable delays. At the start of the second month, the officers in charge of the battalion asked to be retained in their role of supervision, regardless of their personal hardships with this assignment. The command in Bombay supported this request, as it was a great opportunity to economize on the costs of construction, which were considerable. Then the officers asked for men from nearby villages and towns to strengthen the teams on site. The soldiers following the convoys complained that large barriers barred their view of the site and prevented assessment of its progress. They were also denied passage beyond these enclosures. They further noted that although they brought workers to the site, they had never escorted any from the place and back to their homes. They were also deeply concerned that they could not identify the source of an unbearably foul stench that surrounded the worksite. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Some people claimed they had fallen ill merely from breathing the smoke from some invisible fire that came from the impenetrable mound.
This voice is giving me a sore throat.
I regret nothing. The construction was eventually completed, on or near schedule, but an inconceivable number of Indian families still do not know what happened to their husband, father, son, or brother. They left one day to build this bridge, never to be seen nor heard from again.
Are we going into ritualistic sacrifice here? Because that's really what I seem to be getting from the feel of this.
One of the officers, Captain Lowry, tried to reveal the truth that everyone preferred be left unknown. He was abandoned by his superiors and his comrades. He wanted to leave Bombay and applied for the post of principal at a penitentiary in Italy. It occurs frequently with non-commissioned officers, as there is no better director than a former officer of the British Army. Everybody knows it and is envious because of it, but the army refused to grant him leave. They threatened him with charges of desertion if he left the Indian territory. They must have been afraid that one day he would reach England and find attentive ears for a story which must not be told. He died, ill and alone, and here is a strange request for a soldier of the British Army. He asked to be cremated in the Indian manner. This last request was in fact refused by the army. All of his property was bequeathed to the military orphanage Brahmi in Bombay, in hopes that this information shall prove helpful. Good luck. Mycroft.
Brahmi. That's in this, isn't it? Sergeant A. Brahmi. I don't know what that would stand for. Wait. Oh, right. Yes. Her sitting room. Ow, my throat. That voice was a mistake. Right,
I hear laughter coming from the powder room.
Yes. Oh, is this not the powder room? I thought that was the powder room. There is a...
Closed.
So it is that room.